Hello, hello. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast and happy Halloween. It's it's spooky season, bitches.
Oh, yes, it is.
Episode 271. Actually, part of this title was from last week's because we never talked about it. Lyft has a 19.
Hey, Jason?
Yeah.
Your mic sounds off. We just talked about this, and now
You're
it sounds
shitting
like
me.
Echoey. No, it sounds echoey.
God dang it. Oh, I hear it too. What am I? Is it because you have your volume up on your phone?
No, it's turned all the way down.
Are you sure?
Let me double check, but yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, now it's fixed.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. I think it was your phone.
Okay.
Yeah, because
maybe it was.
Yeah, I could hear it too.
If it was up, it was like one notch up. So.
Yeah, I know it'll mess everything up. Anyways,
all right, that's all my fault.
No, but thanks for calling me out, or whatever.
Called
yourself out. Lyft's $19 million settlement, a 1K Uber ride, Waymo pulled over, and Amazon driver chaos. You see that little QR code in the middle if you're watching, or in the corner. If you want to scan that, that'll get you the audio podcast. I think it's cool. StreamYard has done that. So just snap up, or you don't actually snap a picture, but you know how QR codes. If you don't know how QR codes work, you might just have trouble. I mean, you got on here, so you got to know how QR codes work for sure. But it's very cool. Just download the show. It brings you right to the Buzzsprout website where we host the show. So go to gigeconomyshow.com for everything. I want to mention our Patreon members. That's Samson from Grand Rapids, Bud Dickman from North Carolina, Omar from Detroit, Delivery Cats from Michigan, Frank from Philly, Tom from Volo, Illinois, Jim from Connecticut, Miguel from GR, Linda from Tampa, Jerry Gillette from Kentucky, Faith from Las Vegas, Metal Kickass from Louisiana, and Anna, our new supporter. I don't know what tier that's called, but doesn't matter. We don't know where Anna's from.
We would like to know.
We would let us know. We would love to know. You don't have to. It's always good to just see where people are from, and really appreciate the support a lot. That really means a lot to us. Speaking of that, Patreon tonight, we're trying something different. If you are a part of Patreon, doesn't matter which tier, 3, 7, or 15. I have sent a link earlier today that will connect you to the StreamYard, and you can come in live with us. It's not an interview or anything. It's just like you can connect with us, and we can talk to you.
Shoot the breeze.
Shoot the breeze.
Ask us questions if you want.
Sometimes Larry and I go hard into gig work talk, and sometimes we
get in the weeds about everything else.
It's random shit. So we'd love to have you on. So if you are part of the Patreon, go ahead and click that link at 8:10 p.m., the StreamYard link, and then you can come talk with us. Larry, we have no clip of the week. I'm just going to get right in front of it. I messaged Faith today, and apparently she's on vacation.
She's on vacation. She's on like a 2-week vacation. She said she was signing out and putting us on mute, but she still has messaged a few times in the chat group. But yeah, she was like, "You're on your own. No message of the week from me. If you're going to do it, you have to do it yourself." So
okay, well, yeah, I did not see that, and yeah, even if you put it on mute, when you still will get like if you go into the app, you'll still see the message. You just don't get notified. Although she said she was on mute, but boy, she picked up the group chat was on mute. I messaged her privately, so well, we'll blame her. But anyways, Larry, what is the Telegram group? What are we even talking about?
So this Telegram group, it's an app that we use to communicate with. It's like a texting app, but you can also do video messages or voice messages, which is really nice when you're out on the road. Sometimes you don't want to be texting and driving, but it's easy to just push a button and do a voice message. You can talk with gig workers all over the country. Talk with people who are, have a common reference point as far as gig work. They've been doing the same apps probably that you've been doing. We talk about any new apps that are coming along that we may not know about. We talk about what apps are popping right now and which ones are not doing so well. It's good just to have some friends to talk to, and you can meet some really good people and make some friendships on here. It's how I started out, and yeah, so join us on the Telegram group. Say hi. Let us know where you're from, what market you're in, and what gigs you do.
If you are on TikTok, the full show is on YouTube. If you want to get the full experience, I was gonna play Bubba Sue's voice message.
Yeah.
I her accent is just, I love it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, I'm
Mhm.
sure we to her, but like she started sending voice messages. And I'm like, I kind of love it. I'm so glad that that she's doing that, but she hasn't sent one in a while. I'm like scanning up real quick, and I haven't. She's orange in the chat for some reason. I don't know. Do we get to pick our colors, or does it assign it?
I've never chosen a color.
Yeah, because hers is orange, and like I can really go through and what accent? Oh my gosh, Bubba Sue. Sign up for Patreon. You can come on tonight and we can hear it live.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be cool.
Anyways,
it is cool though to put a voice to a name,
yes,
because you have in your mind creates what you think this person is going to sound like or look like, and then when you see them or you hear them, a lot of times it's like totally different. Sometimes it's pretty close, but sometimes it's like, oh yeah, that's just not even close to what I was thinking they were going to sound like or look like.
yeah. In a crowd of like 10,000 people talking, if we were in like Spain and she was talking, I'd be like, fucking Bubba Sue is right there. Like I know who that is. She says she doesn't. Oh man. You never think you do where you live, but you come and over by us, and you'd stick out like a sore thumb. It's not a bad thing at all.
No, it's just different. It's just different.
Yeah,
Yeah. If we were down here and obviously in the South, people would pick up on it a little bit, but same way I've been in New Jersey quite a bit in my life, and yeah, they think I talk like a backwoods hick. So
well, I mean, I hear the little bit of twang Southern with you for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just kind of funny.
Yeah.
Josh said he met with Bubba Sue yesterday. She's rich.
Yeah, she rolling.
Well, anyways, so that's the Telegram group. Sorry, we got off pace tonight. It's going to be a 20-minute show because we got no news.
That's all right. We can.
And then Larry, I go stories from the road. Literally, I didn't work. I've been sick.
Yeah, Jason's been sick, so everybody wish Jason that he gets better soon. He's still under the influence, still under the weather. That was a Freudian slip there.
Yeah, no, it's water and Fanta orange tonight. No influence.
So yeah, Jason was sick, so he didn't work, and my son was in from St. Louis last week.
That's right.
So I spent time with him, so I did not work.
Yeah,
either.
Did you guys have fun?
We had a great time. Yeah, it's always enjoy when he comes in. He tried to spread his time. He usually stays with us in this room here, the bonus room where I record at. As y'all saw last week when he's sitting on the couch and all of a sudden he appeared in the background.
Yeah.
Him and Garfield. But he spends time with his mom, and then he's got a good friend here, and so he'll spend time with him as well. But yeah, we got to watch 2 Buccaneer games together, which is great. The second one didn't obviously end up quite like we hoped it would, but we ended up putting up a decent fight and making it close there at the end anyway.
Yeah, without Evans, I think y'all going to struggle. I mean, you would think
it's tough.
Well, you would think like, oh, one person doesn't make a team, but look at the Bengals. They got the number 1 receiver. Pretty much Jamar Chase, and they got this quarterback that can't get him the ball. You know what I mean? So
exactly. So yeah, we had a good time. We played. He always brings his PS5. We played some games. So yeah, it's great to visit with him.
Cool. Yeah, Bubba Sue, thanks. I'm feeling quite a bit better. But yeah, I haven't had like a fever in so long. Like since I started driving bus, I haven't gotten sick. That is my first official call in. Like I've taken sick days because I want to go do something, but I've never called in for sick. And I was just like, I don't think I can do it. 102 fever. I'm like,
yeah. You don't need to be around people when you're running 102.
No. That was way too hot. So yeah, I didn't really have anything. I've been getting quite a few field trips for Granville, so I'm just kind of
every time I talk to you, you're going somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, if I can do a lot of my extra earning with Granville, I mean, I'm not paying for gas. I'm just sitting on my booty, I'm gonna try to do that. But I am jonesing to do some Spark, that's for sure. But I had worked like 23 days in a row before I got sick, and I was like, maybe that was part of it too. Like,
yeah, it might be part of it.
I mean, let's say work. I mean, I'm not working 12-hour days, but like I would work. On Saturday I would do 6 hours of gig work, and then I would have a field trip, and then I would back to work on Monday and stuff. So
yeah, you got to take a break sometimes.
Yeah, my wife says the same thing. So
yep.
All right, gig economy in the news. Not much happening. A few videos here and there, and a few articles. But Larry,
so this first one is it's a funny video, TikTok video, and it's kind of representing how DoorDash works and how some of the drivers can just be on top of things, being efficient, right?
Yep. 18 seconds.
DoorDash order. DoorDash order for Jeff. All right. I'll be ready in like 10 minutes.
Is the DoorDash order for Jeff ready yet?
Yeah. So for the audio listeners, this is just kind of these people that do, I guess, skit videos, and it shows a guy accepting a DoorDash order in the restaurant saying, it's going to be ready in about 10 minutes, and turns around and there's a person there. She's got a sign around her neck that says DoorDash. So she's representing the dasher, and she's like, is the order for Jeff ready yet? And I'm sure that happens to them sometimes, because I know I've gotten there and they're like, we haven't even gotten the order yet, and it'll come in as I've seen them come in like as I was in the restaurant.
I know. I feel it's kind of a scam when they're like, well, we won't send you until it's ready. I feel like the second they get it, they ship it to somebody.
They seem to do better than they used to.
Yeah.
I used to, like, the first COVID and the, year or two after that, man, there's so many times you get there and you're like waiting, 10, 15 minutes. And now most of the time when I get there, unless I'm just happen to be right next to the restaurant, it seems they're pretty good about getting it.
Yeah. I mean, it's more a little tongue in cheek. I'm sure they are working on it. What is your limit as far as like, if you get there? I know you don't do a ton of food delivery, but
right. And it depends on how busy it is that day too. If it's dead slow, I might wait. I'm probably going to wait a little bit longer, but things are popping and, it's a busy day with everything else going on. And I just happen to grab this one to fill time. Yeah. I'm not waiting long.
Yeah. There is a lot of variables. It's like how your attitude is that day.
Sure.
I mean, you have so many.
What side of the bed I woke up on.
Yeah. Like if you had a bad day at your other job and you're just like, I am not dealing with this shit tonight. You know what I mean?
This is the last thing I'm waiting on. I am not doing it.
Yeah.
Go sit in my car and not do anything for 15 minutes instead of waiting.
And I think, and I don't know if it's because people like multi-app or stuff, but like I mean, I will multi-app, but it's very rare that I'll get a double that are going that way. If I'm doing like different apps, obviously, but I go right to the restaurant. Like I don't dick around. And I think,
that same way. I head right there,
because if I know that I'm only going to do this order, why would I want to wait, any longer screwing around? Not that you're screwing around, but like taking your time.
Yeah, why not be there in case, I want to be there as soon as it's ready to go.
So I can flip it.
So I can go.
So
exactly.
Well, you know what I don't see a lot of on social media and TikTok, and this is a good idea. I want to see the back end of these apps. So I really like that. I was like, oh, I didn't even know they like added the time and stuff like that. I would love to see a creator have a series of like, because they all got DoorDash, tablets, Grubhub. I mean, they're running them all. It would be really cool to see the back, or like the inside.
Somebody on the other side of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I guess if they're actually working, then they probably don't have time.
Well, I mean, it's slow when you get a DoorDash order. You just create some content and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, honey, why'd you get fired? Well, I was trying to make some TikTok content.
Well, I would hope they would have permission from the business owner, but
sure.
I always like to see the inside of stuff, like when one of the podcasters I listen to, when he talks about radio, like the inside of radio, like how things work. I mean, it's different now, but back when I just love those episodes because it's just, I just am interested in that kind of stuff.
What part of radio was he?
He was the morning show.
Oh, disc jockey. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he
Okay.
wasn't a
Yeah.
disc jockey.
Well,
They did it was the Freebird Hot Wings show, so it was
Yeah.
they didn't spin records.
Talk show. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just cool to hear, the inner workings of how, and because obviously I'm a podcaster, so I'm kind of interested in that.
Sure.
But yeah, people love the behind the scenes. That's what I'm looking for. I was like, what am I?
Yeah.
I keep saying backdoor, and I'm like, that's a different show.
that's a different show. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, the behind the scenes of how things are created. Honestly, one of the first times I went live on TikTok, I was editing an episode, and I got so many people asking questions about editing.
Oh, I imagine, yeah. 'Cause they have no idea, and that's some of the most interesting shows. You'll be flipping over, and it's on one of the, I don't know, Discovery Channel or something, like how stuff is made.
Oh yeah, how it's made. Oh my God,
that's so interesting because you never think about it. We use all this stuff. We buy. We're such a consumer society. We buy all these things, but you never think about how does that widget get made? How does that chair get made? How does everything get made? It's interesting to watch.
The funniest one, not the funniest one, but I've seen one just recently. Cookie ornaments or cookie things, the metal ones. It's 7, 8 different little ting 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 ting. It's not just a stamp. It's a round metal, and then it just all these different points, and it's not that complicated. But I'm I would have never thought that's how they made it. I thought they had stamped all that shit out.
Yeah, and
maybe they do, but
I did some factory work to put myself through college. So I worked at a plant. We made baby diapers I worked for a couple of years, which was interesting, and then worked at a Hill's pet food plant for 5 years. So dog food, pet food. But the diapers were pretty interesting. How it all comes together. This huge, long, giant machine.
Okay,
and everything comes down then, and it's so funny. I was talking about this with a friend of mine at work just the other day about private label brands and how it's all the same stuff. Because we'd be running these diapers, and you start bagging for one store, and then you just grab new bags with a new name on it. Same diaper, exactly the same.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to change a whole line. They just make a special deal with this company, or that's why it pays to buy Meyer, or I say Meyer, a lot of people don't know Meyer, but Walmart
brand label, store label.
Every once in a while, I'll get something that food can be a little different. But
if you look at medicine and stuff like that, it's you look at the labels, it's okay, it's got the exact same active ingredient at the same amount. That's just a no-brainer. But it is cool to see how things are made, especially stuff you never thought about how it's done. Or like I said, people that have never edited anything, audio or video.
Right.
I'm sure, it is. It's it's wow, that's amazing. That's how it's done. You just don't ever think about it.
Yeah.
Because all they hear is the finished product.
Correct. One last story about jobs. I actually worked in a factory for a few years too. I worked in a furniture factory, and we would make, most of the movie theaters in North America, the seats were made at the place that I made. The wood part. We made the inside. So you take pieces of veneer and you run them through a spreader of glue, and then I would stack them, and whatever the number called for, then I would take that and put it in a die, a heated thing, and it would just come down and crunk, and then it would go on a skid and then go other part of the factory, and then zzz, they would saw it. But yeah, I made all the movie theater seats that you sit in are I don't know if they are now, but they were made by this company, the inside.
Oh,
isn't that wild?
That is wild, man. It is neat to. I used to love to watch that show. How things are made. Almost anything that you see, you just don't ever think about how it's actually built.
Right.
How it actually gets from raw material to to your house, to your hand.
It's pretty freaking amazing.
It is. I'm glad there's smart people out there who know how to design all this stuff.
No shit. Oh man. All right, moving on. This I kind of like this. This is an Amazon Flex route I'm going to show, and I like it that it's in Nashville. And I know you're from Kentucky, but you have a little bit of knowledge of Nashville, and
sure.
And this is the picture that comes up. You may want to look at it on your.
I am. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
It's kind of hard there, but so this is I'll just read what he wrote. Sorry, I meant the first line. They ain't pissing me off this weekend. It's 3.5 route. Start time 8 a.m. Around 7. Arrived 7:47. The guy who scans IDs wasn't out there until about 8:02. Okay, I guess I didn't need it. He had 60 packages. Okay, I should have reread this. Basically, he said this shouldn't be a 3.5 hour route. They crazy if think I'm driving 200 miles on a
200 plus miles. Yeah, that's a pretty good spread there between those.
Is it?
I mean, it's I mean, just you think Nashville's that kind of that inner circle there. That is the city,
right?
And so I mean, it's a pretty.
So
it's a pretty
it looks like Murfreesboro, and then I don't know what's the other numbers. It doesn't look like it's too big of a city.
Yeah, he's over there towards Spring Hill. I couldn't tell you how far it is between those two, but doing that route I would say be every bit of 200 miles.
Really? Because a lot of people don't understand, and I'll repeat it here because just if someone's listening to the show, when you get a flex route, you are paid from your start time from the warehouse, but when you drop your last, like they don't pay you to drive back.
Right, you're done.
So that route could take you from start to your last stop 3.5 hours. That drive back, you're not paid for. Now, normally, I'm done half hour, 45 minutes, maybe even an hour before even my end of block time. So this seems, if you really think that's a long ways, and it's, I mean, the biggest number I see there is 33. I mean, that's still a hell of a lot of stops for having that much driving. Oh, you're doing some GPS and like how far from Spring Hill to?
Yeah, I mean, but it's even not. It's not the distance. All those you got all those stops in there.
Well, look at number 13.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Number 13 from number 33. I mean, geez,
that's pretty good ways.
That's a long ways, but I've never denied a route. I've always just taken it. I don't know.
Really.
Yeah, and especially if I was going to deny one, I would deny it before I even, because you don't see this until you scan the code to let you know where you're going.
Yeah. So from Murfreesboro to Spring Hill is a little over 40. It's right at 40 miles, a little over 40 miles.
Oh, so that's not horrible then.
That's not as bad. As
so it looks so bad.
Yeah.
So 40 miles. I don't know what. I mean, you can see where he is.
Yeah. I wonder where. I guess the warehouse would be where he's
I guess
at,
so. If I would assume he took that screenshot right when it scanned up for him.
Yeah, I think so. So he's got to start out going over towards going down past Murfreesboro.
So if Murfreesboro to that is 40, from where he is to his route, it's probably only 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be surprised.
Yeah, but I mean, from 13 down to 6, and then.
I mean, the most I ever drove was 180.
Well, I mean, 180 that's
close to 200
either.
Yeah,
that's pretty close.
I don't know if I ended up.
You got that electric car. You don't care.
Yeah, I'll care when I fucking run out. Run out of juice. If I'm in the boonies, there ain't gonna be no charger.
No.
I was trying to see a lot of these. When I see these, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm not doing all this for $83." I'm like, why the fuck are you taking these for $83 in the first place?
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem is like,
that's your first mistake.
I mean, I get it. I'm not going to judge anyone, but I'm going to say it on here, or like, if you're bitching about it, I don't even have to say it. People get to it before I do anyways. Like, hey, you chose the route. Like, if you're not going to know what you're going to get, you're gambling every time you do that.
Yep.
So,
sure.
Geez. Bubba Sue, glad I'm not on Flex. No, I mean, if you do it right, it can be profitable.
If you do it like Faith, it's wonderful.
Oh my God. I don't know. I don't see anyone else talking about that. It's got to be just those warehouses in Vegas or something. It's bizarre.
Yeah. She had last like 3 in a row or something.
Fucking and what was the last show we talked about? She overslept in that one. She didn't get a freebie on or something.
Yeah.
Traveler Flex works great for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's market dependent, like all the gig apps are.
Yeah. Hey Pete. Yeah, well,
Hey, what's going on,
I
people?
love it that once I grab one, I know what I'm going to get. Like, that's what
Mhm.
I'm going to earn. So, regardless of mileage, I can bitch
Yeah.
and moan about it, or I can just shut the fuck up and get out there and get the route done. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
listen to your music and
Yeah, I mean,
you know.
I wanted 25 an hour. I got one for 25 an hour. What are you complaining about? You know the risk going in. Like, you might
Yeah.
get a 150 miler, you might get an 80 miler. And
Yeah.
I get it. When I was running my SUV, I mean, I was getting 17 miles a gallon. I died when I would get long routes
Yeah.
because
I remember that.
oh my God, I fucking used 3/4 of a tank. That was not worth it. That flex is tough if you're in a gas guzzler.
Yeah, I would think so.
It's just a big mileage game, honestly. It doesn't really matter if you have an SUV or
Yeah.
or a car. You better have something that's fuel efficient. So
Yep.
all right, Lyft, Dick and the dog here, Larry, like they all do.
Like they all do. We've never heard this before. Lyft has to pay New Jersey $19.4 million over misclassifying 100,000 drivers. So the story's a little confusing to me. We'll get to that.
I read it too, and I was hoping that you would explain it a little bit.
So it's Lyft. They paid to settle a case, as we said, involving misclassification of drivers as independent contractors. Said an audit was triggered when Lyft drivers filed for unemployment insurance and disability benefits, revealing that Lyft had not made required contributions to the state unemployment, temporary disability, family leave insurance, trust funds, and workforce development funds from 2014 to 2017. Well, back then, nobody was thinking really is classifying them as drivers. I mean, as employees, not as much as they do now.
Well, no, but I think later on they talk about the ABCs of like if you qualify, and I think in that area they did, right? Or
right. They have certain qualification that they list a couple of them on here. So yeah, it says after the audit, Lyft was assessed more than $10.8 million in past due contributions, plus penalties and interest of more than $8.5 million. So in 2022, Lyft filed a motion to contest the finding. They sent it to the State Office of Administrative Law, and Lyft initially went ahead and paid the $10.8 million to stop so it wouldn't get more interest built up. So they went and paid the $10.8 million, and while they continued to contest the judgment, but then last month, just a few days before the first hearing date, they withdrew their request for hearing and paid the remaining balance of more than $8.5 million, bringing their total to $19.4 million. And similarly, in 2022, Uber paid New Jersey $100 million for misclassifying drivers as independent contractors.
So this was before all the like AB5 and stuff like that, right?
Well, it was 2022. So
no. So it wasn't. So basically, they said that they were independent, but what they were doing was not independent work.
Yeah, it says they misclassified them as independent contractors. So let's see. Here's the things they list. So New Jersey's law presumes a worker is an employee. It says they use ABC tests. So it says, according to the test, a worker should be considered an employee unless all of the following things are true. So number one, the individual has been and will continue to be free from control or direction over the performance of work performed both under contract of service and in fact. And number two, the work is either outside the usual course of the business for which service is performed, or the work is performed outside of all the places of business of the enterprise for which services is performed. Of course, it's written in legalese. So
the first confusing. One, they already screwed up. The first one you talked about.
And then the third one is individuals customarily engaged in an independently established trade, occupation, profession, or business. So,
yeah, the first one you read is that's kind of what we do.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I think this is back in kind of the early days, probably, or earlier days, which is when they first talked about it up there. What was it, 2014 to 2017? That was the earlier days of Lyft and Uber, in probably even in that area of the country. So the debate wasn't really going on So eventually somebody filed, some of these drivers end up filing for unemployment and stuff. And somebody at the office is like, hey, these people should have been paying this all along.
Well, so I guess my question is New Jersey, like, are they considered employees then? Because
it certainly sounds like
I mean, doesn't it? I don't know. I know it is.
I mean,
tough.
if they lost the lawsuit, I mean,
well, yeah, because
it would have to be.
Exactly, because they didn't pay into it. But I didn't really hear much. Like, we thought it was the big deal with California. That was the start of it. But the way it reads is like New Jersey from day one has been, you're considered an employee, not an independent contractor. I don't know. Steve would know so much. He's been on quite a bit lately, but he would be like, "Oh, let me tell you."
Yeah, I mean, I just Googled it, and it says no. It says they consider them independent contractors, although they proposed laws in May of this year that would classify mini gig workers as employees.
Well, that doesn't help me, because then that article doesn't make any sense.
So here you go. It says Uber previously settled a case with New Jersey in 2022 for $100 million over allegations of misclassifying drivers, though the settlement did not admit that the drivers were employees. So they paid it, but it's kind of like pleading. You don't plead guilty. You plead
no contest.
No contest.
Like you're guilty.
I'm going to pay it, but I'm not
admitting
admit
anything. It. Yeah. Okay. 100 million. Okay. Now we're starting. I mean,
well, yeah. I mean, Uber. I mean, they're so much bigger than Lyft. So.
Oh, that was Uber's. Yeah,
that was Uber's.
Oh, okay.
It was 100 million. And Lyft's was total 18 point something million. So
they're always trying to scam.
Yeah, I mean, how many times have we read about them having to pay out? Pay out.
Pretty much at least once a month, I feel like something drops about.
Yeah, I mean, we could have the rideshare lawsuit of the week segment too. I mean, we really could.
The lawsuit of the week presented by Pepsi.
Yeah, no, we can get one of those rideshare lawyers to sponsor that segment.
Oh yeah, for sure. God, that'd be hilarious.
Yes, it would.
All right. Kind of a controversial video a little bit. This happened, and Faith and I kind of argued, I think it was a month ago, about dogs being loose. Not argued, but we had a discussion about who's at fault. So this is a 42-second video. Driver comes up, sees the dog, apparently pepper sprays it. Owner's not happy about it. And then violence ensues. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Here we go. Oh, it's hard to see.
Well, hello there, buddy. What you doing? You doing too?
No, hey, what the fuck, you fucking weird ass motherfucker? I'll beat the shit out of you, motherfucker.
You came up and grilled at me. Yeah, you did. You gonna hit me, dude?
Yeah, I'm about to beat the fucking shit out of you, weird ass bitch. Let me go. What? What the fuck you do? You look like you're grilled at me, dude. Get out of my fucking face, motherfucker.
You're going to jail.
You sprayed my fucking dog.
You're going to jail.
Look at him. Fucking weird ass bitch.
You're going to fucking.
Okay.
Well, I would have pepper sprayed him. That would.
Yeah, that was. So I didn't like a lot of these times. I don't watch them because I want like my.
Yeah, you want your initial reaction to be authentic and genuine.
I did watch it, but I didn't hear any of the sound.
Yeah.
Like so.
That adds a lot.
It's a lot. Both of them. The guy walks up. The dog's like, hey, buddy. Like, really. And then 1 second, he just hits him with it. Like, dude, I may have beat the shit out of the guy, too. Oh, you don't believe it? You believe the drivers?
I don't know.
Or the homeowners?
It's, watching it on here, I've got my screen. It's I can't see it great.
Yeah, I can't either. It's small.
It is small, and so I'd have to.
So what questions do you need clarified? Because I saw the whole thing.
But did the dog growl at him?
I don't know. You can't hear that,
right? I didn't hear that.
But I mean, the dog didn't even start barking until the homeowner went over there. So like. I don't know. It seemed very quick triggered
to
spray it. And like, you saw the guy working on the car. Like, I don't know. To me, I'm like just going to back up then, right?
Yeah.
You just slowly back up. I feel like, of course, he doesn't deserve to get hit. I don't know. I might have fucking hit him. I love my pets a lot. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah.
I would have backed up and like not run. Don't run. Just slowly back up. And then, hey, bud, can you grab the dog for me? Like, that's all he would have had to do.
Yeah, certainly. I think we would both have handled it differently. I don't see any way I would have pepper sprayed that dog from what I saw.
I mean, there was no movement. It was just like,
even if he had like growled a little bit, like I said, I think I would have stopped.
I would have been like,
said, "Hey, bud, can you get your dog?" Or
and
something to that effect.
And they're smart enough. Like the dog's growling for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if he sees you backing up, he's like, okay, I protected my house. We're good. I mean, of course they're animals. He could attack them. I mean, it happens all the time.
But then you pepper spray him.
Well, yeah.
If he attacks you, then you can do it. But yeah, I mean, I would say he definitely pulled the trigger a little quick on that.
I mean, going to get fired. Yeah. I mean, I think he would have got fired just for pepper spraying the dog, honestly, because you're not allowed to have any like weapons. I mean, that we talked about. Mm-hmm. Did we talk about it on the last show? Yeah, the sound thing that they're giving all the drivers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's technically not a weapon, but like pepper spray can be used on people too. So
sure.
So he's gonna get fired just for that alone.
Yeah.
So, So you're more on the driver's side on that, huh? As far as like.
I'm not necessarily with the driver on it. I wouldn't have reacted like he did. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, by the letter of the law or the right thing to do, it is on the owner to like. God, he had to see the truck pull up. I immediately would go grab my dog. I'd be like, Well, my dogs don't go out the front yard anyways.
Sure,
they can go in the backyard. But I would be like, bro, inside, let's go. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I don't even want to deal with that, but. That makes me think either the guy didn't see him or the dog's chill.
Yeah, because if your dog, is a chill dog and you don't think about it as much when somebody comes up, you're not thinking, oh my God, I have to put the dog up because he's going to jump on him.
Yeah,
something like that.
Exactly.
So if the dog is just, used to being outside and there's a chill dog, you're probably not going to think about it too much.
Yeah. But
I can see that happening.
But I would,
even though you're supposed to put them up.
Yeah, and if Faith was on here, I would still, at the end of the day, agree with her. Like, it's still the responsibility of the dog owner to secure your pet when you're getting delivery. I mean, I think what's happening is like we are getting so many more deliveries now. It's just becoming like we're getting more relaxed. Like, remember when it used to be a thing of like, oh, I'm getting like. My new phone and I gotta be there and gotta sign for it. And like now they just throw it from the fucking street,
Pretty much, airmail it right to you.
Yeah, and it's not a big deal. I mean, I got 3 packages delivered at 3 different times today from Amazon. You know what I mean? So I don't think people think about it as much.
Yeah, it's an everyday occurrence now.
Yeah, and you don't know when they're coming. If you're getting food delivery, you're like, okay, they're on their way. But it's like with Amazon, it's just so much different. So
yeah
not really an excuse, but you still got to be responsible.
Yeah.
All right, Larry, this story, I'm like, I want to. There's no video, but I just read it in the Valley Girl voice of like the influencer, and I just wanted to slap her.
The Valley Girl.
Yeah. Oh my God, Becky, look.
So this is the story. She's a golf influencer who went to watch the Ryder Cup, and obviously, when it's done, everybody's trying to go home at the same time. She said that. She just couldn't believe that how much the ride was going to cost. She said when they came out there they were staying in Times Square. So when they went from Times Square, to there, it was like $190 to $200, which is already, it's not cheap by any means. But she said when they were coming back, she took a screenshot of it. So I'll just read you what the prices were so an Uber X is going to be $440. An Uber XL was $448. Comfort was $2 more than that. Uber XL was $740. A Premier SUV $1,077. Yeah. So this is pretty extreme surge pricing.
Right.
But it's the Ryder Cup. They know it's a big area. And they know there's tons of people, wealthy people at these events. And I'm sure they take all that into account in their algorithm. So they attempted to get an Uber at, I think like 6:30, she said. My screen's being weird here. She said I could see about 250 people waiting in line just to get an Uber. So we were probably going to be, she said they were probably going to be here for 2 hours anyway and still pay that price. She said when they requested a driver, it didn't even give them a estimated wait time that it was going to be. It just kept like loading and loading. And they were, they had another event to get to, and they were worried they weren't going to make it. She's an influencer. She had some kind of deal. She was working with DraftKings for the Ryder Cup. So she managed to make it to a house that the company had rented nearby. And then when they got to that house, they were able to call an Uber from there, which only cost $90. So the guy sounds like they got out of the surge zone maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe a little time had passed and, saved them a little bit of money. But
Traveler said the driver got 20, which is not true, but not far off. You know what I mean?
But, this girl, she's influenced. She's from Indiana. She said it's just, being born and raised in the Midwest. She's like, New York prices just blow her mind anyway. She's like, if I'm in Indiana, I'm going to get an Uber anywhere. It's going to be like $18.
Yeah, I don't know. You're an influencer. That's such a, I mean, I could say I'm an influencer. You know what I mean? I ain't making shit. Yeah. So maybe she's not making that much, but I mean, if she's getting sponsored by DraftKings, you got to be.
She's probably making a little bit of money.
She's pretty.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, she's very pretty.
And she said at the end, she's like, today we actually took Lyft because we found out that it's way cheaper than Uber.
Yeah, no shit. You check both apps. You call yourself an influencer. And you don't even know
crazy.
That?
Yeah, it's crazy. I looked yesterday because I dropped my car off to get new tires yesterday.
Okay.
For my car. And so the car lot will run you, they have a shuttle service. So they dropped me off. But then my car was going to be ready. They were supposed to pick me up at 4:00 when I got off. And I get out there and like 4:15, nobody's shown up. So I just wanted to check prices. And Lyft was going to be like, it was $5-6 cheaper than Uber. Okay. It was going to be like 22 on Uber and like 16, I think, something like that on Lyft. If I ended up taking them, but luckily they ended up actually showing up finally about 4:30.
Oh, that's nice that they provide a shuttle service.
Yeah, they've always done that.
Is it a tire place or like the delership?
No, it's a dealership.
Oh, okay, yeah, dealerships do. You go to the dealership for tires?
Yeah, just because they do. If you buy your tires there, they do the free rotation and everything, and they've always treated me good on the tires.
Okay, yeah. If they
I don't know if I ever told you about this.
If it's about tires, probably not.
No, car related. The school where I work at, we have like a auto maintenance program and stuff. So we can get work done. All we have to do is pay for parts.
No.
Yeah. So I got my brakes done last week.
Okay. Yeah.
$79 front and rear brakes.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want them to do anything super complicated, but
well, that's what my wife's like. Do you trust them?
Well,
I'm sure the professor. I'm sure they look at it. They're
But what's the warranty on that? You got some 21-year-old just smoked a bowl.
Oh. Exactly.
Well, that's a good deal. That's like the haircut place, cosmetology schools when they'll do that. Your hair really cheap.
I was talking to the instructor and he's like, yeah, if you're an employee here, then you don't have to pay anything for labor. You just $25, you just pay the parts and then it's $25 on top of that. And he's like, are you a student? And I was like, well, I took 2 classes. And he's like, well, so you're a student, so it doesn't cost anything if you're a student.
Oh,
just the parts, just pay for the parts. So
well, how great for like students that go there, because you're already strapped for cash when you're in college.
Yeah.
Your car
and they did like some auto body work. They have an auto body program too. So like my boss, he had a dent in his car and they got it out for him. Just some body work for him.
At Granville, a lot of these schools are getting rid of like tech stuff, not tech stuff, but like trade school stuff. But Granville's bringing it back. So right next to our brand new, like our office or whatever, they're building, connected to the bus mechanics, like they're bringing it back. They're bringing
Yeah.
it back like car repair. So there's like 3
Yeah,
days.
yeah. See, I'm, Sky CTC where I work. I mean, all the 4-year universities, pretty much everywhere, their enrollment is dropping because people are not seeing the value as much anymore.
I know.
And we can argue that
Yeah.
for sure. But our enrollment in the past, I think 3 years has gone up 40%.
Well, yeah, if you're offering more hands-on stuff.
Yeah, we have the number 1 rated nursing program in the state.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, we have, like I said, we have computer information technology, we have HVAC, we have electrical, we have automotive, robotics. I mean, we got a lot of good stuff, and these kids, man, they make a big deal. It's cool how they do it. Like they'll have a big, it's like how they have for the college athletes when they sign with a pro team.
Okay.
Or the high school kids sign with a college. Well, they'll do that. These big companies will come in and hire like heavy equipment operators and stuff, and they'll have a signing day, man. I mean,
that's
a big
cool.
deal out of it. It is pretty cool.
I bet
It's
the kids
really cool.
love that shit.
Oh, they eat it up, man. Yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, I've heard a couple of interviews about, they talk about like plumbers and electricians that are close to retirement, and they're like, "Hey, who's the next generation?" They're like, "We don't know.
Yeah.
No one's going to school for this stuff. They've been pushing college for the last 20, 30 years, and we don't have plumbers." And we do, and there will always be plumbers, but there's not going to be enough of them, and you're going to be paying $300 an hour for labor. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
There's our TED Talk for the day.
Yep.
All right. So ALDI, you can now get Uber Eats delivery from a popular discount grocery chain, ALDI, first to accept food stamps. So this is always interesting for me to talk about. So SNAP recipients can now order groceries from a discount grocery chain, ALDI. More than 2,500 ALDI locations are now available on the Uber Eats app, obviously with same-day on-demand scheduled deliveries. It's just a brief little thing about it. Uber Eats is celebrating the partnership by offering 40% off all the orders of at least $30. And then, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm liberal, but like I always get some of that in there. It's like, why? I mean, if someone can't get to the store, I get it, but like, why are we offering this? I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it at that. You can figure my tone out, but isn't Aldi cheap enough already? Yeah, actually, Aldi's they're all creeping up. Meg and I were just talking about that.
Everybody is. Yeah. I love Aldi.
Yeah. Literally at dinner tonight, because I said, hey, just to let you know, not that it matters, but she has a Peloton membership. I'm like, it's going up $6 next month. And I'm just like, why is it like, it seems like the last year, everything has gone up $2 or $3. And some of them, we have a security system. It's gone up 4 times in the last 18 months.
Really?
And it's like $2 here, $1 here.
Yeah, but it all adds up.
Man. It all adds up. But so I'm glad this is an opportunity. I don't know where you draw the line for is like, well, are they paying more for this? Like, are they using more of their SNAP benefits because the food costs more? Because like normally when you shop, they inflate the prices, you know what I mean? So there's a whole lot of like issues that I have with that a little bit. I mean, obviously I want to help people out, but I'm like, should the SNAP benefits go for ordering online and getting it delivered? I don't know. I feel like you should have to somehow qualify that you're unable to get to the store. I mean, I love that that would be available, but like if you're fully able and have a car, why are you using SNAP benefits to get it delivered to your door? That's just me.
Same reason people who don't have SNAP benefits.
I know, they're lazy. It's not lazy. I feel like it's a luxury.
It's convenient.
Well, it's convenient, but to me, it's a luxury. I don't do it. We don't do it.
No, I don't either. No, it's just like the food delivery. I don't do it.
We have it. We have like the Walmart Plus where we can order online and go pick it up. But like, I don't want to pay, which is they always say no delivery fee, but I got a tip. Now I got to tip $10, $12. I didn't want to tip, so we just go pick it up.
Yeah. I'm always game to go pick stuff up.
Yeah, for sure. So that's just my 2 cents on it. I mean, I'm glad it's available, but I also personally don't think that you should be able to buy what you can on SNAP benefits too. I think there should be a little bit of a limit on that, but
sure,
discussion for another show.
Yep.
And I'm liberal, so that'll tell you something. All right, here we go.
Waymo in the news.
So I was talking to Larry. It's feast or famine with Waymo news, because I bet I added 6 videos this week of different things. Which one did I end up going with?
You went with the school bus.
Oh, yeah, of course. Preach to the school bus for sure.
Yep.
Oh, God, I have a funny story. I'm going to tell you on the Patreon. It's embarrassing.
Okay.
It literally happened today about the school bus.
Okay, save it for Patreon.
Yeah, I'll save it for Patreon. It just triggered it happened this afternoon. So this is a Waymo that basically ignores the reds. So they're kind of like humans, too. It's 51 seconds.
Hey, have you seen these driverless Waymo cars cruising around Atlanta? Well, some new cell phone video shows those cars may not understand all the rules of the road. Watch here as a driverless car passes a school bus with its stop sign out and lights flashing as children were getting off. Last year, state lawmakers passed a bill that increased the penalties of driving past a stopped school bus. We brought that video to one of the bill's co-sponsors. He says the law applies to autonomous cars as well.
The majority of our traffic laws, the penalty is usually a fine and or driver's license suspension. These cars don't have a driver, so they don't have a driver's license. And so we're really going to have to rethink about who's the responsible party, who's going to be considered to be in control of that vehicle, who's going to be the operator of that vehicle.
We reached out to Waymo about this incident. The company says it's looking into how this happened.
Well, I pulled the wrong fucking video. There was a couple of them on YouTube, but that didn't even really show. It did a little bit, but I wanted the full, like...
Yeah, what it pulling around the bus.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the gist of it, the reds were out, and honestly, I see online there's so many times where people actually ask, "Hey, this happened today. Did I do something wrong?" People don't understand the rules, and it's honestly different in every state, but it's mostly the same.
Yeah, and people get confused, if there's a turning lane in the middle or if there's a divided, highway, there's all different rules for different streets. And
it boils down to divided. If there's a divider there, you don't have to stop. If there's a turn lane, it doesn't matter. It counts as a lane. Doesn't matter what it looks like. And then a lot of people, if you have your hazards on, like, because I don't have one on this on my route right now, but sometimes we'll just put hazards on and people will stop for those and like, you stupid fuck. Do those look like the yellow lights and then red up top? No, they're literally hazards. You can go around them. It's so annoying especially if I'm behind somebody, like there's a couple buses on the same street and they're stopping and I'm like, I'm trying to get past this fucker. Like, go. I won't honk, but my kids in my bus are like, "Hey, you okay?" You know what I mean?
You're right there, Mr. Jason.
Yeah, you all right there, buddy? And I was just like, "Oh, go." So, but he does bring up a good point. I think they're gonna have to fine him way more than they do.
Oh yeah, $1,000 isn't gonna. It's not gonna make them do nothing.
No, it's got to be like, I don't know. Maybe they force him to shut that car down for a couple of days or something, like that car can't earn money or something like that. But to me, honestly, Larry, don't you think that's a pretty simple thing with, like, it doesn't
you would think
seem that complicated.
You would think so.
It's not something that like jumps in front of you like a squirrel or a deer.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty different from everything. It's not like it's something that looks like something else, really. It's it would be pretty specific. And some you don't know why some of these things happen. It's just like when the one got caught in the traffic circle and just kept going around. What would cause it to do that? Who programmed that to happen, or how did that happen?
I mean, that seems like a glitch. I feel like the light is, I don't know. To me, it just seems simple. I mean, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, bus is hard to miss. It's pretty big.
You'd be surprised. I mean, we've already had 2 accidents this year already. Not our fault. I'm just like, fuck, dude, it's breaking yellow.
Yeah. What more can we do?
Yeah, I mean, Fucking idiots. But so yeah, that was Waymo in the news. We got a bunch more in the can, so we'll look forward to that.
Yes,
All right. Speaking of Waymo, that's Larry's last story.
Yeah. So this happened out in the Bay Area, California. There's a team of police officers. They're doing a DUI operation on Saturday, and they pulled over this car because it made a illegal U-turn right in front of them.
Mhm.
But when they walk up there was no driver. It was an autonomous Waymo car.
Yeah.
So they interviewed these guys and said that they stopped the vehicle and contacted the company to let them know about the glitch. He said, since there was no human driver, a ticket couldn't be issued. Our citation books don't have a box for robot.
Right.
Hopefully the reprogramming will keep it from making any more illegal moves. So, yeah, it says, according to Waymo, its vehicles are trained to detect and respond to everything from fire trucks and ambulances, police cars, and police motorcycles. Notice they didn't say anything about school buses. These police officers can safely pull over Waymo by flashing emergency lights at it. So
it was a DUI checkpoint?
Yes.
And so they saw the lights and they did a U-turn.
Apparently, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to double check.
But
that
it
makes
says
sense,
in here
though.
that it shouldn't do a U-turn. It said emergency lights, it should pull over. So I don't know. It said starting
that's a good point.
Of course, California, they're on the leading edge. They passed legislation starting in July of 2026, which obviously is already it's coming up. So
yeah,
a year from now, starting in July 2026, officers will be able to issue notices of autonomous vehicle non-compliance when a car without a human driver goes rogue. The citation will be sent to the vehicle manufacturer.
Yeah, I mean, don't you think that we kind of should have done this, before we?
Man, it's hard for laws to keep up with tech. I mean,
Yeah.
It takes, how it is. It takes a long time. Like when, webcams and all that started getting popular. Online pornography started getting heavy. The revenge pornography where these guys would send in pictures of their ex-girlfriend and stuff. It just takes a long time for those laws to catch up.
Yeah, I feel like there's got to be something that can fast track them when it's, especially that revenge porn stuff, or retroactive. Although that would be that wouldn't be good. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, sending a non-compliance. I mean, what does that mean? Like, naughty. Yeah.
So what you do next time you get pulled over, just tell them you identify as a Waymo car, and they can't give you a ticket.
That's right. You send it to the manufacturer. Send it to Chevy.
To the manufacturer. I identify as a Waymo.
Not my fucking problem.
That's right.
So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for joining the show again. 8:10 p.m. for the Patreon. You can actually be on the show with us. That'd be fun.
Please do join the Patreon with us.
That would be a lot of fun. Larry, what's plans coming up this weekend?
Yeah, so actually, one of our sons from Virginia Beach is coming in for a couple of days.
Nice.
And two of the boys, the one from Cincinnati and one from Lexington, since he's coming in, they're going to come in. So we'll have a couple extra mouths to feed here at the house for a couple of days.
How about you won't hate that though?
No, we always love it when the kids come in. We get to hang out and visit with them. Dan, who from the Virginia Beach area, we usually only see him at Christmas, so it's gonna be a great treat to see him. And but he'll be here for a couple of days. So I still plan on I'll be out working tomorrow night, and I imagine I'll probably get at least a little work done this weekend as well.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think I have anything this weekend, so I might do some gig work.
You need to rest, man. You still need to rest. I know.
Well, my wife, so I forgot about that field trip. Like I didn't forget about it, but I didn't put it in our scheduler.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife didn't know where I was, and I was like, "Oh, I'm on a field trip." Well, she thought I went out and just did gig work.
Oh, yeah.
Because it wasn't in the calendar, and she's like, I was about to, because I had just gone back to work. I had called in sick.
Yeah.
She's like,
about to kick your butt.
Working all day, and I'm like, I had this field trip. It's like good money, and she's like, oh, I thought you went out and did gig work. I was gonna throat punch you.
She'd do it too.
Yeah, she would. No. But so yeah, I might do some gig work, and obviously Lions football. I think we play 4:25 against the Bengals. So
okay, I have to look. I'm not even sure who we play this week.
It's Bengals, Chiefs, Bucks, the next 3 games. So
Yeah, I know we play y'all on Monday Night Football.
We're gonna have to put money on that one.
Yeah,
What? What was that?
No, I said no.
You didn't seem very confident.
We play the Seahawks this weekend.
Yeah,
I wish me and Seth were going to put money on the WKU Southwest Missouri game, and we kind of didn't get around to it. But
you could have done no chip challenge. Loser has to do the one chip challenge.
Yeah, but I think he likes spicy food. So
yeah, I don't know. That's fucking hot though.
Nah.
Larry's like, nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good.
All right, guys. See you in a little bit. As always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
We'll see you on the road.
All right. Peace out.
Hey, good night.
This podcast is produced and edited by Hey Guys Media Group. Want to start a podcast? Check out heyguysmediagroup.com.